Hi there and welcome to Twist Vault. Are you learning English? Awesome! You're in the right place. Today we'll learn English through an exciting and inspiring story. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment to let us know what you think. Let's get started. Introduction. Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we're going to learn about one of the most fascinating people in the world, Elon Musk. When you hear his name, the first thing that probably comes to mind is money. And not just any money. Elon Musk is the richest person in the world, maybe even in history. His wealth is estimated at over $440 billion. That's such a huge amount that if he gave $50 to every person on Earth, he'd still have billions left. So, how did he become so rich? Many people might think it's because of hard work or a brilliant idea. And while those things are important, they aren't the whole story. Millions of people around the world work hard and have great ideas, but they don't all become billionaires. So what makes Elon Musk different? In this video, we'll explore the key decisions that helped him become incredibly successful. But this isn't just a story about money. It's a story about doing what you love. Working smart and taking big risks. We'll follow Elon Musk's journey from a curious boy growing up in South Africa to becoming one of the most influential names in technology, business, and space. We'll also learn about his companies like Tesla and SpaceX and how they are changing the world. This story might just inspire you to dream bigger and believe in what's possible. Chapter 1. Early life in South Africa. Elon Musk was born in 1971 in a city called Pretoria in South Africa. It's a beautiful place, but growing up there came with its own challenges. Elon lived with his family. His mother, May, was a model and a nutritionist, and his father, Errol, was an engineer. He also had a younger brother named Kimball and a younger sister named Tosca. From a very young age, Elon was extremely curious. He always asked questions and wanted to understand how things worked. He absolutely loved reading. He read a lot. He read science fiction, computer books, and anything about technology and building. He enjoyed imagining new worlds and thinking about what could be possible in the future. Elon became interested in computers when he was still very young. Back then, computers weren't common in homes, but Elon was fascinated by them. He taught himself how to program, which means writing instructions that tell a computer what to do. And he was really good at it. It came naturally to him. Even though Elon was very smart, school wasn't always easy. He didn't always fit in with the other kids, and sometimes they were mean to him. He was often alone and preferred reading books over playing outside. Sadly, he was even bullied at times, which made school life hard. His relationship with his father was also difficult. They didn't always get along or understand each other. They often disagreed, and his father could be very strict and demanding, which made things at home tough for Elon. A big decision: leaving South Africa. Elon's family wasn't very wealthy. They had just enough to live on, but there wasn't much extra. This made Elon think deeply about his future. He dreamed of doing something big and making a better life for himself. He wanted to be successful, and he was determined to do something great with his life. As he got older, Elon began to feel like he didn't belong in South Africa. He wanted to be somewhere where he could learn more, explore new ideas, and do more with his talents. He started thinking seriously about leaving the country. At the time, South Africa had a law that required young men to serve in the military. Elon didn't agree with that. He didn't want to be a soldier. He wanted to build, create, and invent. He knew that if he wanted to follow his dreams, he would have to leave. He dreamed of becoming an engineer and inventor, someone who could truly change the world. So, at just 17 years old, Elon made a bold choice. He decided to leave his home in South Africa and move far away to Canada. Canada offered a fresh start, a place full of opportunities and freedom. For Elon, it was the chance to begin a new chapter, to grow, and to follow his passions. He was excited and ready for this new adventure. Leaving South Africa was a major step. It was the end of one part of his life and the beginning of a whole new journey. The journey to becoming the person we know today, and the start of his mission to change the world. Chapter 2. Moving to North America. When Elon moved to Canada, everything felt new, especially the weather, which was much colder than what he was used to. He enrolled in a university in Ontario, and life as a student wasn't easy. Money was tight and he had to work hard, but Elon loved learning, especially subjects like science and business. After spending some time in Canada, Elon decided he wanted to continue his education in the United States. He applied to the University of Pennsylvania, a highly respected school, and was accepted. There, Elon earned 2 degrees, one in economics and another in physics. These were very different fields, but he was passionate about both. He was a dedicated and intelligent student who enjoyed understanding how the world worked, from both a scientific and business point of view. After graduating, Elon was accepted into Stanford University to study for a PhD, one of the highest levels of education you can pursue. But something didn't feel right. Just 2 days into the program, Elon realized he didn't want to spend years in a classroom. He had big ideas for the future, business ideas, and he didn't want to wait. Instead of continuing with the PhD, he made a bold choice. He dropped out and decided to start his own company. It was a huge risk, but Elon believed in his vision. He wanted to build real things, solve real problems, and bring his ideas to life. And with that decision, a new chapter began, one filled with innovation, hard work, and big dreams. Chapter 3. First companies, Zip2 and X.com. After finishing school, Elon wasn't interested in working for someone else. He wanted to build something of his own, something new and exciting. His first big project was a company called Zip2, which he started with his brother Kimball. Zip2 created software that helped newspapers and businesses offer online city guides. Imagine a digital map of a city where businesses could pay to be listed so people could find them more easily. This was a very new idea in the 1990s, long before smartphones and Google Maps were common. Chapter 3. First companies, Zip2 and PayPal. In the 1990s, the internet was just starting to become popular, and people were beginning to see its potential. Elon and his brother Kimball decided to start a company called Zip2, but getting it off the ground was tough. They didn't have much money and had to work long hours, often sleeping in the office. Sometimes they couldn't even afford to pay their bills, but they kept going because they believed in their idea. Slowly, Zip2 began to grow. More and more businesses started using their online maps and city guide software. The company started making money, and it caught the attention of bigger companies. In 1999, a large tech company called Compaq bought Zip2 for a huge amount of money. Elon became a millionaire, his first major success. But Elon didn't stop there. He was full of ideas and ready for the next big thing. Soon after, he started a new company called X.com. X.com focused on online banking and sending money by email, which was a brand new concept at the time. The idea was to make it easy for people to send money to each other using their computers. However, X.com wasn't alone in the space. Another company, Confinity, was working on something similar. Eventually, the two companies decided to merge and become one. That new company was called PayPal. PayPal became incredibly popular. It allowed people to send and receive money online quickly and safely. Then, in 2002, the online shopping giant eBay bought PayPal for a huge sum of money. This was another major success for Elon. Now, with the money he had earned from Zip2 and PayPal, Elon was very wealthy. But he wasn't focused on just being rich. He wanted to use his money to make a real difference. He was ready to take on even bigger challenges and start changing the world. Chapter 4. SpaceX, the dream of reaching Mars. After Elon Musk sold PayPal, he had a lot of money, but he didn't want to just relax or retire. He had bold new ideas, especially about space travel and building a future beyond Earth. In 2002, Elon started a brand new company called SpaceX. This time, the mission was very different. He wanted to build rockets and make it possible for humans to one day live on other planets, like Mars. His goal was huge, to make space travel cheaper, more efficient, and eventually take people to Mars. But building rockets isn't easy. In fact, it's extremely hard. At first, things didn't go well. The first rockets SpaceX made, called Falcon 1, kept failing. Some of them even exploded during testing. They lost a lot of money, and many people believed the company would not survive. But Elon didn't give up. He and his team kept learning, fixing their mistakes and improving their rockets. Finally, in 2008, their hard work paid off. One of the Falcon 1 rockets successfully launched into space, a huge moment for SpaceX. It proved they could really do it. Soon after that success, NASA, the American Space Agency, gave SpaceX a major contract. NASA wanted SpaceX to help send supplies to the International Space Station. This was a turning point. SpaceX went on to build bigger, better rockets like the Falcon 9. They also created a special spacecraft called the Dragon, which could carry cargo, and eventually astronauts, to space. Even today, Elon's biggest dream is still to build a city on Mars. He believes that for humanity to survive in the long run, we need to become a multi-planet species, starting with Mars. His journey with SpaceX is about more than rockets. It's about changing the future of space travel and creating new possibilities for all of us. Chapter 5. Tesla, Changing the Way. We drive. Elon Musk believes that Earth might not always be safe for humans, which is why SpaceX is working hard to find ways to live on other planets. Even though it's a long and tough journey, Elon is determined to make it happen. But space isn't the only thing he wants to change. After starting SpaceX, Elon had another big idea: to reduce the world's use of oil and gas. He believed the future should run on clean energy, and electric cars were a big part of that vision. In 2004, Elon invested in a small company called Tesla Motors. At first, he was just an investor, but before long he became more involved and eventually became chairman of the company. Tesla was working on something bold, a fully electric sports car called the Tesla Roadster. It was fast, stylish, and completely different from other electric cars at the time. But Elon didn't just want to make cool cars for a few people. He wanted to make electric cars that everyone could afford. So Tesla began working on a new car, the Model S. It was a larger, more practical sedan that could drive much farther on a single charge than most electric cars before it. When it finally came out, the Model S was a big success. People loved it for its design, performance, and clean energy. After that success, Elon became CEO of Tesla, which meant he was now leading the entire company. It wasn't easy. Tesla faced many problems, making enough cars, keeping quality high, and meeting deadlines. Elon worked extremely hard to solve these challenges. Despite the difficulties, Tesla kept growing. They released new models like the Model X, a larger SUV for families. Each new car brought them closer to their goal, making electric cars normal and accessible for everyone. Chapter 5 continued: Tesla's new models and big goals. After the success of the Model S and Model X, Tesla's first SUV, Elon Musk and his team introduced the Model 3, a more affordable electric car designed for everyday people. It became very popular because it was cheaper and still had great performance. Following the Model 3, Tesla launched the Model Y, another SUV that was similar in design but offered more space, perfect for families and people who liked larger vehicles. To build all these cars, Tesla needed more space and better tools. So, they started building huge factories called gigafactories. These factories weren't just for making cars, they also produced batteries, which are the heart of electric vehicles. But Elon's dream was never just about selling cars. His bigger mission was to help the world switch to clean energy. He wanted electric cars to become normal, so people would stop using gasoline and diesel cars. Elon has always said that Tesla's main goal is to speed up the world's move to sustainable energy. To him, electric cars are just one part of creating a cleaner and better future for everyone. Chapter 6. More than cars and rockets. Elon's other companies. Elon Musk is always working on new ideas, not just in space or cars, but in other areas that can help people and the planet. He started several other companies that try to solve big problems in the world. One of those companies is called Solar City. Solar City focuses on making solar panels for homes and buildings. These panels turn sunlight into electricity, a clean and eco-friendly way to power our lives. Later, Tesla bought Solar City, and now Tesla also sells solar panels and home batteries. This means that people can use the sun to power both their homes and their cars, reducing the need for fossil fuels even more. Another unique company Elon started is called The Boring Company. Despite the funny name, it has a serious goal: to build tunnels under cities to reduce traffic. Elon believes tunnels can help people travel faster and more efficiently without crowding roads above ground, solving traffic, helping people, and the future of AI. One big idea from Elon Musk is the Boring Company, which is trying to help with traffic problems. When there are too many cars on the roads, underground tunnels could let vehicles move faster and avoid traffic jams. This idea is still being developed, but it's a creative new way to think about solving city traffic. Another company Elon started is called Neuralink. This company is working on something very advanced, connecting the human brain to computers. It's a big challenge, but if it works, it could help people with brain injuries or diseases. In the future, it might even help us think and work faster with the help of technology. Then there's xAI, a company focused on artificial intelligence. AI. AI is when computers can learn and make decisions, like humans. Elon Musk wants to make sure that AI is safe and helpful for people. Since AI can be very powerful, he believes it's important to use it wisely and responsibly. All of these companies show that Elon Musk is working on many different problems. He isn't afraid to try things that are difficult or unusual. He believes that technology can make the world better, and he's always thinking of new ways to solve big challenges. Chapter 7. The secret behind Elon Musk's wealth. Today, Elon Musk is the richest person in the world, but his success didn't happen overnight. When he sold his first two companies, Zip2 and PayPal, he made millions of dollars. But instead of using that money to buy fancy houses or luxury cars, he made a bold choice. He invested almost all of his money into new projects like SpaceX and Tesla, even when those companies were struggling. At the time, many people thought spending money on space rockets or electric cars was too risky. But Musk believed in his vision. Elon Musk truly believed in his big ideas, even when things didn't go well at first. When SpaceX rockets exploded or Tesla had trouble making cars, he didn't give up. He kept putting in his time, energy, and money. He once said, "If I'm going to fail, I want to fail doing something important." Many of Musk's business choices seemed strange at the time. When he started Tesla, most car companies thought electric cars wouldn't make money. But Musk had a different plan. He wanted to make electric vehicles, EVs, that were fast, stylish, and fun to drive. He proved that EVs could be even better than gasoline-powered cars. The same thing happened with SpaceX. Musk wanted to make rockets that could be reused, which most experts thought was impossible. But by doing it, SpaceX made space travel cheaper, changing the way the world thinks about going to space. These bold and difficult choices helped make Tesla and SpaceX two of the top companies in their industries. One of Musk's secrets to success is his focus on the future. While many businesses focus on making quick profits, Musk plans for years or even decades ahead. For example, Tesla built giant factories to produce both cars and batteries. These factories were expensive and hard to build at first, but now they help Tesla sell more electric cars than any other company in the world. Musk's big goals don't stop there. With SpaceX, he wants to one day build a city on Mars. With SolarCity, he works on clean energy solutions. He knows that solving huge problems takes time, and he's willing to wait. At the core of all Musk's companies is innovation. He encourages his teams to try new ideas, even if they fail. At SpaceX, engineers are expected to learn from failure and keep improving. That's how they continue to do things no one else has done before. For example, at SpaceX, they tested rockets over and over, learning from every failure and each explosion until they finally succeeded. At Tesla, after struggling with slow production, workers came up with smart, creative solutions to build cars faster. Musk often says, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you're not innovating enough." This way of thinking helps his teams solve problems that many people believe can't be solved. His companies have completely changed entire industries. Before Tesla, electric cars were seen as slow and boring. Now, almost every car company is working hard to build electric vehicles. With SpaceX, his reusable rockets made other space companies lower their prices and improve their technology just to keep up. By making products that people actually need and want, Musk's companies became incredibly valuable. When the stock prices of Tesla and SpaceX go up, so does Musk's personal wealth. There are a few important lessons from Elon Musk's journey. He thinks big. While most people focus on small, safe goals, Musk dreams about sending people to Mars and replacing fossil fuels with clean energy. He takes big risks. Even when he was close to failure, he didn't quit. Once, he spent nearly all his money on SpaceX when only one rocket launch was left. He invests in the long term. Musk puts money into projects that take years to work, like building giant battery factories. He works harder than most people. Sometimes he even sleeps in the office so he can fix problems as quickly as possible. To Musk, money isn't the goal. It's a tool. He uses it to solve problems and build a better future for Earth, and even beyond. His success comes from believing in his dreams, even when others don't. And most importantly, he never gives up. As he once said, "Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up." For Elon Musk, the secret of money is using it to build a future that most people can't even imagine. Elon Musk is passionate about solving big problems, like climate change and the idea that humans might one day live on other planets. He has a lot of energy and a strong drive to succeed. He doesn't give up easily. Musk's work life is very intense. He often works long hours and expects his team to do the same. He likes to be involved in every part of his businesses, paying close attention to even the smallest details. Because of this, finding balance between work and personal life is tough for him. His schedule is always packed. Being famous brings its own challenges. People are always talking about him, sometimes praising him, other times criticizing him. It's hard for anyone to be in the spotlight all the time, and Musk has had to learn how to handle that attention. He's also very active on social media, especially on X, formerly Twitter, where he sometimes gets into public debates or arguments. His personal life has also been complex. He's been married several times and has many children. He does his best to spend time with his family, but his heavy workload makes that difficult. Even though Elon Musk is incredibly wealthy and well-known, he stays focused on his goals. He's still determined to make a big impact on the world. His life is extremely busy as he works toward his ambitious dreams. But finding the right balance between work and personal life is still something he's figuring out. Chapter 9. Buying Twitter. One day, Elon Musk made a surprising announcement. He wanted to buy Twitter, one of the world's most popular social media platforms where people share ideas, news, and opinions. It shocked many people. Why would he want to buy Twitter? The company was already well known and successful. The offer was very large, and at first, it seemed like the deal might not go through. But after some time, Twitter's leadership agreed to sell the company to Musk. This was a major moment, as it meant one of the most powerful people in the world now controlled a huge platform used for public discussion and debate. After buying it, Musk made a lot of changes. He updated the way the platform worked and changed who could use it and how. One of the biggest changes was renaming it from Twitter to X. Many people were confused or unhappy about this. They were used to the old name, logo, and style. The changes sparked a lot of discussion. Some people liked the updates and thought they were bold. Others didn't and preferred the old way. The media covered the story heavily, with some news outlets supporting Musk's decisions and others being critical. Some people supported Elon Musk's changes to Twitter, but others were not happy. A number of users even left the platform because they didn't like the new direction. Others stayed, curious to see what Musk would do next. Elon's purchase of Twitter is a strong example of his power and influence. It shows he's not afraid to take big risks, even if many people disagree. It also highlights how important social media has become in today's world and how one person can shape how millions of people communicate. Chapter 10. What's next for Elon Musk? After all the big changes with Twitter, you might wonder, what's next for Elon Musk? That's a great question because he's never one to sit still. Elon is full of ideas and always thinking about the future. For SpaceX, his space company, Musk is still focused on his biggest dream, sending people to Mars. He wants to make life on Mars possible one day. His team is building new rockets designed for safe and affordable space travel, and he hopes to make spaceflight something that's not just for astronauts, but for everyone. At Tesla, he's working to make even better electric cars and more powerful batteries. These batteries are important for storing energy from the sun and wind. Musk believes that electric vehicles and clean energy are the future, and he's working hard to reduce the world's use of oil and gas. He's also exploring new types of electric vehicles, not just cars. His other companies are also working on exciting and challenging projects. The Boring Company is developing tunnels under cities to help reduce traffic and make travel faster. Neuralink is creating technology that could one day connect human brains to computers, a breakthrough that could help people with serious medical conditions. xAI, his artificial intelligence company, is focused on building smart and safe AI to benefit everyone. Elon Musk isn't only focused on making money, he's thinking about the future of our planet. He cares about global issues like climate change, the rise of new technologies, and how to make the world a better place. But none of this is easy. Building rockets, creating electric cars for everyone, and launching new technologies all come with challenges. Not everyone agrees with Elon's ideas, and some think he takes too many risks. Elon Musk has unique ideas and an unusual way of working. He often shares his thoughts and plans on social media, which means people always have something to say about him. Because he moves so fast and thinks so big, it's hard to predict what he'll do next. He's full of surprises and always exploring new possibilities. But one thing is certain, Elon Musk won't stop chasing big dreams. He's determined to create a better future, and he wants everyone to be part of it. His legacy will likely be remembered as one of the most bold and innovative entrepreneurs of our time, someone who had the vision and courage to aim high and take big risks. What exactly the future holds? We'll have to wait and see. Before you go, if you learned something new today, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. It only takes a moment, but it really helps us keep making better English videos just for you. Your support means so much. Thank you.